Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for the semifinal collision. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Boy, after all the buildup and all the hype with a playoff game, you'd love to see the offensive line take control here on this first play. Just establish an identity. Let this defense know who they're facing.
Getting set. Here's second down. To throw. It's Stockton. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Boy, this is why I love this defense so much. So opportunistic. We've seen it all year, and now we see it right here. Big interception. They set their offense up in great field position here on their first possession.
The offense now has great field position to start the drive. On first down, it's play action. Running out of time in the pocket. The short completion of the tight end. He rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Bootleg looking to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
As we all know, Chris, red zone leads to tight windows. A lot of times you just get what you can get. Likely grateful this went forward to help this upcoming third down call.
They try to sneak it for the first.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator to go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Buckeyes, as they claim the lead in this playoff game.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. Well, give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. It's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense playing coverage or blitz. The Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That's caught. It's Bell. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Incomplete. Second down coming up.
Chris, anytime a receiver runs around, he's looking to create separation for the quarterback to give him a nice target. That's always what you're going to see anytime you have a successful route. What we just saw here, complete opposite. They're lucky that ball was just knocked away.
Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking for the wideout. It is intercepted. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He gets loose. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32.
Boy, it's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
There's a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Looks right for a quick completion. Muscles past the defender. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. The Buckeyes hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Running back grabs it on the screen. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. First play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
1st and 10 now for the offense. To the air, it's Stockton. Short pass finds the tight end. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
That's a good chop here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on 1st down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a 2nd and manageable here for this offense.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Young. They've got him at the 48, but that's a 1st down.
You call a quick out on 3rd down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that 1st down.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Frazier. That's a nice gain to move the sticks here as time runs out in the 1st quarter. Well, Kurt, Ohio State has the lead here after 1. We've reached the end of 1 in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the 2nd quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. And he drops back in the gun. Quick catch over the middle. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30. And a 1st down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. They keep him off balance with a run. Breaks into open space. Touchdown, Bulldogs, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so it's sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Touchdown, Dogs. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment. They now have the lead in their semifinal game.
Chris, that 2nd-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. Quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
Yep, momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Offense on the field to take over. Dropping back. It's Sayin. On the move now.
I personally love the aggressive approach here by this offensive coordinator. You got to take some chances. You got to create some matchups. But if you don't protect the quarterback, you have no chance.
Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, and it's nearly intercepted, but dropped by an excellent defensive player. It's going to bring up third down.
Well, the name of the game for this defense is to pressure this quarterback as often as you can, and that's exactly what they've been able to do here in this first half. It looks like they've got him rattled a bit, as that pass should have been his second interception in the first half alone.
Bringing pressure. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. So from his own end zone, he gets the kick away. And he takes it at the 40. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They got off to a slow start, but they have been clicking lately. Can they build on this lead now in the second quarter? How's the spin move? Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Has a path to the end zone. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down to the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
State offense comes back onto the field. Coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Toss it to the back, running left. Breaking free at the 35. They bring it down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers, but we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
What a catch! Make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
The Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
To throw, it's Saying. Defense is coming after him. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack.
Well, it's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their 2nd sack of this game, and this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
Catch is made down the middle. They make the stop, but it'll be 1st and 10 now from the 18.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, the quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a 1st down.
0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
And it's intercepted right near the goal line. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Looking for a gap. It's Frazier. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. Let's see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. 2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Catch made on the out route. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. And he's going to heave it deep right down the middle. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive. The best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So here we go. First play of the drive under 2 minutes before halftime. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for completion. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
First down, looking to throw the football. It's an out route, the catch made. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Makes the ground. It's Jackson. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. The offense really clicking here. Back to pass. It's Sayan. The ball is caught.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
The Buckeyes are going to cash in this red zone trip. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw.
Boy, I really like the route here, the receiver. In the quick game, it's all about timing. The quarterback this time puts the ball behind him, making it tough for the receiver to get back to make the catch.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. He'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it. They keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
On third down, he drops to throw. Touchdown, Ohio State. They cap the drive with 6 points. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size, and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
The coach deciding to go for 2 here to cut the margin to 3 points. Makes a quick catch. He'll make it into the end zone. They tack on 2 more just before the break here.
Well, I thought the defense did a pretty good job of defending this 2-point try, but let's give all the credit to the quarterback and the receiver for being able to be in sync and in rhythm to come down with that catch and the 2 points.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Down, just 1 play left here in the half. They'll try and run it as the running back. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He's got room to run. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Bulldogs will kick it deep to begin the second half. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he steps out at the 20, tried to make something happen, but cost the offense 5 yards of field position. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Hoping to click here at the beginning of the third quarter, try to make up this deficit. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Looking for some space. It's Jackson. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of it.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Dropping back. It's Sayin. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Great job by this defense once again on that 3rd down, and now we get to 4th down. And you start to think about things here as we get into the second half, Chris. You go for it, you make it, everybody's happy. If you go for it on 4th down and you don't get it, now you're giving your opponent the football in pretty good field position.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Breaks free with room to run. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Branch. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
I love to watch this offense. It's one thing to study the film, but to watch these guys in person, you saw it in the first half, seemed to score every possession. And here they are coming out to start the second half with another touchdown.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the offense trots back out on the field again. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Running back has it on a screen now. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
Back to throw. It's Sayin. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Breaks into the open.
They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing kick and return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together, they stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, it's tough to play defense inside the 5-yard line. They're spread all over the field. They do a good job of pressuring, but more importantly, they keep the receiver short of the goal line.
He had all day back there before throwing the strike. Touchdown, Dogs. Well, no surprise for offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's blocked. So off the blocked PAT, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking deep down the left side. It's incomplete. He was lucky to avoid a 4th interception in this game. 2nd down now. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. He escapes the pocket. Escapes the pocket. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Sayin. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, and he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. 2nd down. Incompletion on 1st down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 47. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Incomplete. Very lucky to avoid an interception there.
Well, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series, he almost threw another one.
Looking to chuck it again. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it.
Chris, 1, 2, 3 is bad enough, but 4 interceptions in one game, they have no chance of winning this game if they continue to throw the ball into coverage.
An inside give now from the shotgun. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Solid game there. Moves the ball up to the 32.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
With the catch, it's Young. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. The defensive penalty makes it a very manageable 2nd down and 2 for the offense. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Toss play to the running back going left. Looks like Georgia will have the 1st down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Gets the 1st and still running. They get him down, but a solid run by their freshman.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
1st and 10 now. Clock running. Final minute of the quarter. Dropping back. It's Stockton. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Gets out of bounds with a short gain on the play.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on the receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
They stop him, but it's a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Looking for a gap. It's McCray. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
The 11th play of this marathon drive, but it's 3rd and long now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Not able to connect, incomplete.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick. So after adding to this big lead, they're set to kick it away.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Bringing it out, it's Graham. Tackled at the 12. The coach pushes him back up in the end zone. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Looking to throw. It's Sayin. Gets rid of it on the move. Finds his man. It's Tate. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Lets it go quickly. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Now, trailing by this much in the fourth quarter, the defense playing smart. They know you've got to take some deeper shots to try to get back into this game with a big play. And the margin of error for this quarterback shrinks with every pass attempt.
A deep shot right down the middle. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
They fail to connect downfield again, and time is a major factor now here in the fourth quarter with the deficit being this big. Just not much working for this offense today.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. He's got it. Enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Buckeyes will try to keep this drive moving. First down, looking to throw the ball.
Moves out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone.
Now, the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend but don't break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
Important second down play coming up. Back to throw again. Launching one to the end zone.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's caught in the end zone for a two-point conversion to cut into this lead.
Chris, as you know, the windows are so tight down here, especially when you're throwing the ball this close to the goal line. And this quarterback was just simply dealing to thread that ball in there for two. Great throw.
And now before the kickoff, a timeout has been taken by the receiving team.
Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Well, Chris, as you know, this is one of the toughest things to do in all of football, trying to recover the onside kick. But let's give credit to the hands team there for coming down with that ball for the return unit.
Back to throw. It's Stockton. Catch made on the out route. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking for a man. Short connection to the tight end here. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
That completion sets up a third down play. Caught over the middle. It's Branch. Moves the ball to the 28. It'll be first down. And Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Leaning on the run game here.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but need this crucial conversion right now. Play action fake, looking to throw.
Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. On the run, it's Frazier. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Good job leading the clock on this drive so far. They'll come up on a second down. Sticking with the running game. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Boy, he just missed another one, Chris. That would have been touchdown number 4 for this quarterback. Still, what a performance we've seen from this guy today, and he's not done yet.
That one straight down the middle. And they add to their lead. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Scanning the field. It's Sayin. Pressure is coming. It's caught inside the 30 and still going. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
Now the quarterback found a matchup that he loved, gets a big gain with a nice throw, and now they're down in the red zone looking for some points.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and suddenly we're looking at a first and goal situation. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Wants to throw it. Has caught. Can he get in? And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone. Couldn't quite get there. Second down and goal upcoming.
Boy, tight windows as always down here. They have trust in throwing it. They just have to be smart.
He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Chris, they did what they had to do with his touchdown here. Now with under a minute to go, you got to get that onside kick to give yourself a real shot.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Good call here to go with this onside kick. It looked like they may have had a shot to be able to come up with this recovery. Unfortunately, they don't, and this could wrap up the ball game.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here.